YouTube! Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. In today's video, it's Q&A time. For the past week, I've been sending out posts saying submit your questions and I'll answer them on camera about me, just for you to get to know me a little bit if you don't know me already. Before we get into it, check it out, guys. See that? It's a candle. Listen, I'm proud of it, okay? You guys have been on me about getting stuff in the background. I know it's kind of blank back here. Hang on tight. I got some things in the mail coming for the wall. Got a candle in the meantime. Pretty pumped about it. All right, so we're just gonna jump right into it. So, I got a lot of questions and I'm pretty happy about it. I got a lot of questions. If I answer them all, this will be a 30-minute video because sometimes I just keep talking and talking. But I picked out 7. That's a good number, right? 7? So let's get right into it. First, Brianna asked, what do you like and dislike most about Florida? What I like most is the warmth, especially where I am, South Florida. It gets hot, I mean, obviously, but it never really gets too cold. In the winter, it gets down to what, the high 50s, low 60s. That's obviously from where I'm from, up north. That's not cold. But once you get used to this down here, your blood thins out a little bit, you feel it. So yeah, the warmth is definitely my favorite thing. What do I dislike the most? This is easy. The drivers. These people are, first of all, it's almost like the cars that are sold in Florida don't come with blinkers, okay? These people don't use blinkers. I shouldn't say these people. The crazy drivers. I know everywhere has their crazy drivers, but these people are next level. It's almost like someone said, hey, all of you guys, drive to point A. The first one to get there gets $1 million. These people are crazy, and their cars are like torn apart. There's no inspections, like it's crazy. The drivers are the worst part. You have to drive literally like, you gotta be careful. My mom told me when I first got my license, drive like everyone else on the road is stupid. And you have to do that here, trust me. All right, so Brianna, listen. Best thing is the weather. It's warm, pretty much warm all year round mostly. The worst thing is the drivers. You get those everywhere, but these people, especially in South Florida, are cuckoo. Next. Okay, Joey asked, what do you feel about the service industry? Okay, so as a lot of you know, I've been a server for probably 6-7 years now. I think the industry is good. I mean, I don't see it going anywhere. Obviously, people love to go out to eat. I have nothing wrong with the service industry because I've been doing it for a long time and a lot of my closest friends are in it. So I respect the industry. Only problem with it is it's different with everybody. Whether you come from a restaurant that's family owned to a corporation or vice versa, things are different. And I learned that. Obviously, I respect everyone I work with. I like everyone I work with. I'm not complaining about that. I'm very lucky to have good people I've worked with down here and up north. But with every restaurant, there's always the cons and there's always the pros. The food might be really good, but the service might be really bad. And vice versa. A big thing for me is if I'm working in the industry is the management, man, 100%. The one thing you don't want is inconsistency in balancing. Because I mean, where I used to work up north, I loved it. You know, everyone was just go, go, go. Everyone in the whole building, go, go, go. And you go to a different restaurant and it's different. There's imbalancing. So the industry is good, but for me personally, because you're asking me, I'm giving my opinion. I think the industry is good, but I just think you have to just be ready for changes. It's not going anywhere. I don't know what kind of answer to give. I'm just giving my experiences. And lastly, the industry is great for if you're a student, if you're just trying to figure things out. If you're in the service industry, it's really flexible for the most part. I mean, if you're a waiter or bartender, you're working with other waiters and bartenders. If you're working an office job and you do this job and you're hired for this job and you're the only one that does this job, whatever it is. And if you need to take a day off, I mean, who's gonna fill your spot in? Luckily with the service industry, there's other servers and bartenders that can work for you. But I don't know, I'm not gonna be there much longer, so that's my 2 cents. All right, wow. Next one. This next one's awesome. I love this one. I actually got asked this one the first day I put out the poll. So Derek asked me, if you could work for a business of your choice tomorrow, what business and why? I could be a smartass and say, oh, I want to work from out. I got a good answer. I was thinking about this one a lot, and it only came down to two businesses really that I've been following. One is Cardone Capital, real estate investing. Grant Cardone's the guy's the best of the best. The guy's a hustler, man. Like you know what I mean? He's go, go, go. And then the other one was A-Rod Corp. Why? I love what they do there. I've been following his business for quite some time now. The expansion and growth is amazing. He's got such what seems like a great team. Obviously from the outside, I don't know them personally. And Alex's professionalism and the way he goes about himself with the business is just top of the game. So I would definitely choose A-Rod Corp if I were to work for a business tomorrow of my choice. Like I said, because the professionalism, I love what they do. And it seems like just a great team to be involved in. Everything about what they do is professional, the way they present themselves, and they are just locked in on the goal. And I'll tell you, in that company, they're getting that goal. All right, my next one. Logan asked me, why and how did you start your weight loss thing? So if a lot of you guys know, I lost 93 pounds in a year and a half. It's not typical, but it's possible. Consistency. I mentioned it briefly in a video I had. I'm gonna do a video about it down the road, I believe. Long story short, I was living with my cousin. I was really overweight. I was like 298, 299. My friend brought me to this nutrition club. I went in there, stepped on the scale. I was blown away. I've never been 300 pounds. I talked to the owner. She's now my mentor. And a year and a half later after that, I lost 93 pounds. And it's, I would say, one of the best programs I could think of. And I'm still actually involved in it, so. Logan's actually my brother. So Logan, that's pretty much how it happened, man. I walked inside. You've been to one, I brought you. Nutrition club, and got in the program. Lost the weight. Consistency. Discipline. That'll get it done. Julia asked, what is your biggest regret? Whew. Actually, she asked this one, I think 2 days ago. I've been thinking about it since. Oh man, this one's tough. Everyone has regrets. That's one thing I'm actually really scared of. I mean, looking back at something and wishing you did something differently is like, to me, one of the worst things you can do. Because I feel like you're where you are for a reason. Either you made a decision back in the past, or you just really didn't follow through with your goals. Man, this is tough. I would say my biggest regret would be where I put my energy. What I mean by that is my focus, man. Like, there were some times where I was just so eager for certain people's approval in their mind, in their opinion. I was worried too much about some people's opinion, and I was spending so much energy, so much effort on things, and it just wasn't worth it. I'm not really talking about anyone specifically. I'm just talking about in general. I've done it plenty of times, just put my focus and energy where I shouldn't have. But I think it turned out all right, and I'm happy right now, so that's all that matters. But I would say my biggest regret would be where I put my focus and energy throughout the past years. I always think to myself, sometimes I'll get into bed and I'll think to myself randomly, like, what if, 4 years ago, I didn't focus on this when I should have been focusing on this? What would be different right now? So, I mean, like I said in one of my videos, I believe everything happens for a reason, so I'm okay with where I'm at now. I'm happy, so it's easy to move on from the regrets. All right, Julia asked again. See, she sent, I think, 3 questions. I liked all of them. I'm choosing 2 of them right now. I'll use the other one in a future video. She asked, if you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? I would go to Bali. Bali, however you pronounce it. That place looks absolutely amazing. It's a nice island. It looks so relaxed. I feel relaxed when I'm looking at pictures or even videos of it. I'll definitely go to Bali. I actually did hear from one of my coworkers, if you're walking around Bali and you're not wearing a mask, they make you do push-ups. That's awesome. I want to go to Bali. I think I'm going to go to Bali probably in the next few years, who knows, but it's on my list and I will go there. Last question. Chris asked, what do you miss most about Massachusetts? That's one of my friends, Chris. I have so many friends named Chris. That's one of them from up north. What would I miss most? Probably my family for sure. The hardest thing for me is, if I have a lot of siblings. If one of them has a ball game, I can't go to it because I'm all the way down here in Florida. I would have to jump on a plane and fly up there to go to their game. That's definitely what I miss most for sure. All right, guys, that's it for the questions. I did 7. I'm gonna see how this goes. Maybe my next Q&A, I'll do a little more. I just don't want to make a long video. I want to keep it kind of a little shorter. But before I go, I have a final message for you. I'm gonna ask you this. If you stay in your lane, will you get to where you want to go? I'm asking you that again. If you stay in your lane, will you get to where you want to go? Your goal, your destination, wherever you want to end up. If you stay in your lane, will you get there? My guess is no. Just remember, get out of your comfort zone, try new things, go new places, meet new people. And lastly, find something you love, just work at it. Find your craft, work your craft, just work at it. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Before you go, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe and join the fun. All right, guys, thank you so much for your questions. I'll do another Q&A soon. I hope you have a great day, a great week, a great month, and a great year. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Take care.